bro, Set is still good. Set is a good unknown pick because of the buffs.
We even saw Set actually got played bot side and ruined Unicorns of Love's ability to even play
What?
in
But
their game earlier, and that's just a
did
support set.
didn't I say Set's gonna be a pit that can?
Yeah, when he's not mid lane Set in a low damage team comp.
Right.
We're jumping
But
in right now.
yeah, let's go.
Wildcats, Mad Lions. So cat fight on the Rift. Got to get the
Yeah,
easy jokes out first.
yeah, catch fight. I will say that I knew Kench was gonna get in priority due to the fact of Varus being played, and it helps out. And Senatom Kench is also very oppressive too. So
Yeah, we've seen Senna like with a lot of bans, not picked yet in any games, and the Rumble perma ban still coming through because
cause
busted.
he and I'll tell you why. Because once she gets that range and the fasting Senna, it's like she's hitting like you're in Iceland, but she's hitting you from Australia.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We all remember that if anyone got to watch that G2 Rogue match where Reckless got to get like over like 200 near or something like near 300 souls and was just hitting people in the fountain from behind the Nexus. It was retarded. It was ridiculous. Morgana ban as well, so getting those AP junglers out, and Starscream flirting around with a lot of fun picks. But we are seeing, yeah, so the minor regions, they're still favoring this Udyr pick. And the Udyr pick is still coming up, I think, even with major regions. It's still viable. It still provides you some front line and some speedy engage onto back lines and to really enable for, say, a Kaisa to just dive your back line and just blow up a carry. And Mad Lions hovering the Seraphine, looking a little special there, but they're going to steal away the Kaisa, give that to Karzi, and Kaiser with his Nautilus. Church of the Hook in play. Shout out to Kaiser.
So what beats? So either you go Tristana or you go Varus. You wanna contest, and I would say not Thresh. Leona's available. Yep, there's the Tristana. Um, Sets up, which can go pair well with the Tristana, and can be blinded, and can be top lane pick, so or mid lane if you really want to.
Yeah, you just need to make sure you got hyper carries somewhere else if you're gonna take the set mid. And this is probably in this grouping right now because Mad Lions, I believe, they versed. Who did they face against? They beat PSG Talon yesterday pretty handily because PSG, I think, hampered their ability.
Their draft was
their draft was really wonky. They had, I believe, it was the set mid, so that's a wash of a game there.
And then the Leona, like I said, is still a good pick, still a good far engage, very tanky.
Allows to be able to follow up, either engage or be the secondary engage behind the Udyr, and Tristana gets to jump in as she pleases. And Mad Lions are going to secure the bear, get Volibear in play, and that's very likely for Elioya, but I would not be surprised if Armut takes it.
Yeah, if Renekton gets picked, Volibear is good into the Renekton. He's a good with the pairing with the Nautilus. We have double, so they're definitely focused for we're going to dive you, and you're gonna feel the pain. And the Silas ban. That's what I wanted to see. That champion is busted. I knew that champion was busted. Stop it.
And the Gnar banned out. So I'm smelling that Armut actually has something special in mind. Because Volibear into Gnar is not a very clearly favored matchup for the Gnar.
No.
It ends up sort of being maybe a skill matchup, but...
Yeah, there's the Renekton ban. Because Renekton Udyr is easy setup, easy game.
Super easy setup, super easy burst. So what is Armut looking to grab here?
There's Camille.
Yeah, they have Camille as an option, but they don't even see their top lane yet.
The Wukong's available.
I think they're going to do the blind mid lane for the Victor just to see what the two solo lanes are going to be for Wildcats, and that's going to basically tell Armut whether or not he gets to pick his Wukong.
There's Wukong, there's Aatrox. He can blind the Aatrox, which is always a good pick, a good blind. You can go a tank Scion. Wuuren wouldn't be bad for an engage.
Rise would be a good pick too. Allow for some side lane pressure and that realm warp to get around the map and get some flanks off. And what is going to be the top lane pick here for Starscreen, who's been kind of a star here for Wildcats in their victories, in their games, even in their loss against Pain Gaming yesterday.
Yeah,
And the
I've been.
Nocturne.
I mean, I've been watching this guy in solo queue. He's been tearing it up.
That's good stuff. So is this gonna be a Nocturne top? It's got to be, right?
Mhm. You could go with a Jace to poke out. Because Jace would win hard this matchup.
And okay, that's Skarner pick had me
Yep,
throwing
there's
up
the
question
Wukong.
marks. And there's the Wukong for Armut. And I don't think anyone except for Vedius knows how this matchup actually plays out here for a Wukong into a Nocturne. The Nocturne's gonna, I would think, actually have a much better auto attack time, especially with his Q available for the buff.
And the fear.
And the fear. So it's almost, I think the outplay there is for Armut just to actually go into clone form once the fear procs and it ends its and actually applies the fear to him, just to actually try to negate that.
Personally, you know, would have been a good pick and would have still been good. I would have loved the Pantheon. Pantheon is still good. People don't realize he's good back in the top lane, and he could match the Nocturne, and he's good into that matchup for the most part.
Yeah, because you end up having to really decide on when you're going to shield up, and your only best shield option in that fight against the Pantheon is when he's going for the stun. That's the ability you want to block with your shield, but he's going to be able to just poke you for free with his Q spears the whole time. So you end up with a what feels more like a ranged matchup than an actual melee on melee matchup on top side.
That's my silver drafting at its best.
I'm still sitting at like bronze 1 right now, so I appreciate your cloud and your elo carrying this broadcast.
I wish Kafka is the man. But we're getting into the game, guys, so can't wait to hear this. This should be a banger.
This should be a banger. Both teams looking like they actually want to get in and get fighting, except for the Victor. He's just gonna hang out and farm up his lasers. But this top lane matchup, this is actually probably the spiciest we've kind of felt or seen so far. Anything else that's been sort of special has not been that exciting or that engaging.
Yeah. Lee Sin's been lackluster.
Yes.
At best.
Yes. Lee Sin needs to drop in priority and fall back into no man's land.
Now, to be fair, we haven't seen like Damwon Kia but I didn't see Xiaohu playing a lot of Lee Sin, honestly. So, but I saw Khan and he played a terrific Lee Sin when I was watching the solo queue. So again, we don't know because we haven't seen it been piloted where it scares the hell out of a team. So
yeah. It's still
the
drawing...
pathing. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah.
It's the pathing should be important here.
Oh yeah. Well, pathing in the early games are still critical to these teams, and the Scuttle Crabs are still probably the most important part for these teams to at least figure out early on, for these junglers to get their pathing, get their levels, get their gold, and sort of decide what is allowed to happen on the map. And Armut and Starscreen just having a stare-off match through the brush, trying to see who's going to be first to show.
Remember that Wukong's Q extends his auto attack range, so he can sort of poke and
Q misses, gets the auto off, but Armut gets his 3 CS. They both get their 3 CS. What a quick draw for top lane right there. That was kind of silly. And Hook goes in here, but they're already going in, and Farfetch actually gets his Zenith
even
play
trade
as well. Yeah, perfectly even trade. I think Kaiser and Karzi are very prepared to fight this out bot side. And they're going to need to actually get that early on, because the moment Holy Phoenix is allowed to start getting his bombs onto people's heads and get those auto attacks off, it's not going to be a fair fight.
And look at the ward placement for mid lane. We have Victor that knows that with the with the vision that Armored provided, he knows how that he should be around in bot side right now. So even if he tries for a gank, it's gonna just waste his time. That's really good preparation by Mad.
Hmm. So as we could see actually early on, because of his Q and passive, Nocturne gets the early push off. He's going to get it underneath Armut's tower, and it's going to be able to sustain quite easily just by constantly keeping the auto attacks up and going. So I think Armut's going to have a really rough time in the laning phase here, but if he can get any good flanks off like we got to see in the LEC finals, he should be able to actually provide perhaps more value than the Nocturne in terms of getting to the backline and attacking it. And Elioya already topside here is going to clear out this ward. And
So
he's going to back.
Barrett gets double scuttle, gets vision by Gromp, which is
Hook
good.
on to Holy Phoenix. He's going to be getting so low. He's going to have to flash down. He's dead. Doesn't even have the W available. Oh, and Ferret's here, but he's not going to be able to actually do anything here. And that is first blood there for Mad Lions. They just go in. Power of the hook cannot miss that anchor toss. And Starscream's going to steal topside Crabs, though, which is great for at least the team-wide control of vision and everything to secure both of those. And it's going to leave Elioya behind on the clear. But that first blood there, bot said, that was nutty. Like, Kaiser just knows these hook grabs, and him and Karzi are ready to not get bot diffed ever again.
Yeah, Karzi and Holy Phoenix is down 2 summoners now, so I would like to see an early Bramble rush if that's because that would really combat Nocturne personally. But I don't know how he's gonna build.
Well, I think the easy pick with the 3 ADs on the side of Wildcats is that Steel Caps would be the ideal boots to take. He's going for the Sheen here to make sure he's actually got good trades going early on. So I'm looking to make sure he's got damage for this. Gonna clear out the control ward, which might be able to set Elioya up. Elioya's gonna have good senses, put out the scanner, catch that trinket. And looking for some plays here. Far-fetched, sitting in mid. Just playing protection here for Saren to let him clear this out. Kaiser there. Wanted it, but he's going to just Hex Flash away.
It's only 200 gold, 300 to 200 gold lead, so the game's still not lost. And believe it or not, Holy Phoenix is still up in CS, so and Tristana's still scales, and her range gets farther, so if they can just stabilize, they can still be competitive. They just can't feed.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is looking like the most even matched, game of the day. Everything else has been really either incredibly one-sided in the cases of RNG's 2 matches or Damn Juan's match. And then the C9 match just ended up just being one-sided. Like, they were just controlled and held down, and just really feel like they misplayed it, but Dead Nation Focus Me did a great job of just keeping Cloud9 under control. This here so far still feels pretty even. Armut doesn't really have a lot of control here topside.
Yeah, look at the gold.
Yeah. Luckily he's going to be able to catch this. Yeah, and the gold's still even. Usually by now, things have gotten way more out of control. And this could be another Scuttle caught here. Shield's gonna be removed here, and Ferret's gonna come on up and take it. I think Elio is having a really rough time in the jungle so far. The prioritization of Scuttle by Wildcats is really gonna be affording them a lot of golden experience advantage for Ferret, and probably allow him some real opportunities to win some fights or even get some ganks off.
And this is because the prio of the wave clear of Rise. Victor can't really contest until he gets more upgrades in Z, where he can wave clear efficiently. So we're seeing how with the waves being cleared out, it's giving Barrett easy access to the jungle. So that's good to see.
Definitely. Here we're gonna put a ward down, just try to see if you could spot out any movements there by chickens. And just go right back on to lasering the waves. Ferret, I think he's making a move topside here. He's going to use
The blast cone.
the blast cone to get over here. Armout in a dangerous spot here right now. Level 6s everywhere.
Armand still has his clone, so he's good, and he has his 6. So
And he just got excited because his positioning was closer to the river than would be advised. They were probably even thinking about a 4-man dive there. Saren apparently having left lane to look for that play. But Humanoid is going to leave.
Look at the CS. It's
And
basically
here comes
even.
Elioya. Turret's going to be turned off here. Farfetch going to be dived on. And the shot, Elioya is dead. This dive has gone awry. Not able to actually get the kill onto Farfetch. He was able to get the aftershock onto him to just get tanky up. And now they need a run here, Ferret. All right, Hook's going to get out, get Kaiser safe. But that is a kill over onto Farfetch. You want to come kill me? I will kill you back.
All right, so this is looking great.
This is looking great for Wildcats right now. And Kaiser coming out. He's going to get another hook onto Farfetch. The ult's going to come through. One more auto, and he's going to be dead here. Kaiser's super low. I think Phoenix is going to keep going for him. Ferret's here as well. Flash is available. Karzi and Kaiser are going to flash away. Karzi puts out the cleanse, but I don't think it's going to work here. And the minion damage is not going to be enough. So Bloodbath bot side here. Elioya going to get his red buff. Going to look top side. Probably going to even try to get this Herald. He needs to start making some better moves right now. And that kill did not go onto the Tristana, which is kind of the best news about how that bot lane ended. So Elioya comes in, turns off the turret. They get a jump onto Farfetch, but he gets a stun off. The Buster shot pushes Elioya not into safety, and they just did not get enough damage down onto Farfetch fast enough. And then Kaiser and Karzi looking for this again. Oh, but we're already fighting again here around the Herald and Farfetch. He just keeps wanting to fight this bear, man, and he's not going to pull it out. The monkey is there. Friends kill together. And that Leona is down. And that's going to be a Herald over to Mad Lions. Now, where do they want to put this? Getting some damage onto mid. That'd be the best place to put it, I think, right?
I don't know. If you probably want to get Armut out this lane, honestly. Get Wukong. Wukong is great in the side lanes, but so is the Nocturne. So I don't really know, because you don't want Victor in the side, because then the Nocturne's gonna the Nocturne and the Riser is gonna be like, hey, we see you.
Yeah, side lane options for Mad Lions, not very much there. Just with how many globals are available for Wildcats to punish it, to punish any of those kind of map plays. So Mad Lions kind of stuffed in their options unless they actually want to play to counter such dives. Humanoid still scaling up. Good CS. But
this is what you want to see from the minor region.
Matching. Matching aggression, matching plays, matching CS. Elio gonna be able to finally get himself, I think that's his second, maybe third scuttle. Wildcats having done a great job this game to keep control of that.
Mountain Drake's spawning in a few seconds. Both now.
Oh,
Armut has TP advantage at the moment.
Yeah.
But he got chunked a bit, so.
Mountain Drake is up, which means we're gonna have either an Ocean or an Infernal Rift.
They're getting collapsed.
Farfetch's about to get caught again here. Farfetch stepping too far forward to check the brush, but there are 4 Mad Lions on the other side of that, and that's going to be second Drake over to Mad Lions.
But that's at least free plates for the Nocturne, which I think, yep. And there's what I was talking about. Once you get Bramble up in that top lane, it makes melee matches very unfun.
All the heals, all the auto attacks, just taken away and put back in your face. It's really hard to punch a cactus and win the fight, or at least feel like you won the fight, I would say.
Punch a cactus. It's true.
It's super true. It's like, my healing's reduced. My ramen is not healing me like I thought it would, and my fist is full of needles. This is bullshit.
Alright, Ferret needs to stop the feeding, because so far he's
Saren about to get jumped on here. Flash comes out, stun's gonna come. Ult's gonna come through to turn off the turret here.
Oh, the Nocturne is beautiful.
The darkness is gonna save it, and here comes Starscreen. He's ready to take this down. Sorry, Bear, I need a cloak. I'm gonna take that fur and go home. But Saren coming back in, and the second proc of the Death Ray is not gonna bring him long enough for him to finish that off.
Elio's doing his impression of Shadow, because it seems like he's doing.
Armout gonna try to fight back here against Starscream, but Starscream might have secured himself a second kill here. Ult coming out from Armout, but Starscream might not know what he signed up for. You don't want that smoke.
I think the Sheen with the Conqueror
Oh,
proc.
teleport coming in from Rise top lane. We're about to have a lot of action. Armut's going to clone away, saving his skin. Saren's just going to back off here. Going to let Armut just collect this wave for free. That's actually a free play there from Saren. Wave's just going to meet in mid, and Humanoid and him are going to meet back just in time. So, good look from Saren there to try to find something top, punish Armut's aggression, but everyone's going to get away scot-free.
You want to hear a hot take?
What do you got?
I think Starscream is gonna get picked up by an LEC team.
Oh, I would not be surprised that Kaiser already coming back in, just wants these fights with Farfetch'd.
I don't know if he wants this because this
he wants this. It goes wide.
Wow.
Nothing hits. Karzi's still really low though, still half health. And here comes the Herald mid lane. Gonna have to just babysit this one in. It's gonna get at least 2 plates off. So good damage, good gold.
Saren, what are you doing?
Saren, bad pathing there, and that's gonna be a dead rise. I'm sorry, super greedy pathing there and just walking into the open arms of Elioya and Humanoid.
Saren, this isn't solo queue, bro.
Sorry, man. You're just gonna get disrespected. If you're gonna pull out that kind of play, you're gonna get killed. Yeah, at this point it's very clear. Standouts on side of Turkey. In the TCL, Starscream looking like the big man.
Starscream and Holy Phoenix still are keeping this team together. So again, it's not huge. It's only a K gold lead. They're staying in it. The Nocturnes has only was that second ult? Yeah, that's its second ult so far in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're doing pretty good. If they can just capitalize on if they can open up a turret, I think they're gonna be fine.
Ooh, Armut baiting this in. Oh, it's gonna come out here to play the knock-up. Darkness comes through here. Elioya needs to get in here and kill him fast. Oh, and just in time. Armut playing on the razor's edge, but they're gonna get the kill under the Nocturne. Start shutting down Starscream and getting some breathing room up here for Armut. Oh, Ferret, he might have actually caught Kaiser. I don't think there's much else to catch him. Oh, Phoenix wants it, but he's going to get blown up there by Karzi, not ready for it, and I think he might have just surrendered his jungler to death, and he's going to die. Karzi flashes out from the stun and dashes away from the Zenith Blade, and they're going to get away from this. Karzi putting on a clinic, just not able to be touched. Oh my gosh, that was insane.
First turret goes over to Mad Lions. Turret plays are down, so there's no extra gold. So now they're gonna get mid for free, and this makes the laning so much easier.
Oh yeah, once that mid lane turret is taken down, it allows them to open up and actually start taking control of the jungle here. I think they're about to actually get another dive here onto Starscream. The blue trinket's gonna give it away, but they might have spotted him. Gravity Well's gonna come out, slow him up, but Starscream's I don't think he might have gotten his W off to save himself there, but Elioya, you need to run away, bud. Just give away. Yeah, just give him the Scuttle Crab. It's okay. And here comes the beginning of the play. This is where Karzi starts putting it on here. Just blows up Holy Phoenix, and he's going to have to get
that was that isolation damage.
Yeah. Holy Phoenix going to have to run away, but there's a teleport coming in here. Armut looking for it, but Farfetch'd is here to try to catch it. They get the touch on. Hook's only going to hit Farfetch. Holy Phoenix still just running away. You're going to turn.
Oh, nice Leona ult to disengage. That was very good.
And here comes Starscream looking like to catch on to Armut. Don't know if he has his clone available, but he's going to go down as well. Giving Saren over his first kill of the match. There's going to be a 4v3 bot side here. I don't know if Karzi and them still want this. Going to be drawn on into Farfetch. He's going to get blown up there. The lightning call from Elioya is going to take it, but Karzi's caught in the middle of so many, and Elioya's going to jump into the team.
Oh, look at Udyr running.
Flank from Udyr. He's going to catch on to Humanoid, and this is going to be a throw. 4 dead Lions here. Make it 5 here. Kaiser, I don't think he's going to get away from here. Ferret's got his bear stance ready to go, and he's going to get the double kill, and that's going to be
8.
Second Dragon over to Wildcats. Mad Lions getting way too cocky, getting way too confident in their ability to catch out Mad Lions catch out Wildcats on their positioning. And that was our first really crazy team fight, I think, so far.
we it looked advantageous in the beginning, but because Armor used his ult only on to Holy Phoenix, and the did you see the peel? Hopefully they show the replay. The peel by Leona's R was so well played that they all got clumped up, and they used most of their ult, so now they're just a low state. It was so well played. So Holy Phoenix is gonna cut off here. He sees that he does what people should do in games, which is go to your support. And watch what Fartra. He gets in line. He drops the R. Oh my god.
These cuts are so sad. Oh, we're already fighting again here, and oh, Humanoid's dead already. Holy Phoenix barely making up by the skin of his teeth here. Armut's gonna end up under tower, but I don't think that tower's gonna be enough to save you, buddy. Oh, and Kaiser coming in to try to get it saved out. Farfetch gonna take up, and the Ignite's gonna save it. So Kaiser saving that play a little bit, getting at least one kill back here, but I think Wildcats have been given enough confidence off that bot side fight to really start making plays and really start punishing Mad Lions.
Is Turkey's kryptonite? Is the kryptonite of EU and is Turkey? Because it seems like it.
Give it 5 more Worlds losses by Mad Lions, they're gonna have a full Turkish roster. I tell you the truth. It starts with Armut, it ends with Starscreen. Owen caught on in. Kaiser's been caught out here. This Herald fight might not be worth it. It's going to be secured by Elioy, but can they even get to the eye here? Ferret's going to try to zone it out here, but Mad Lions are really...
No, they're going to give it up.
Yep.
They're going to give it.
Not worth. And this is the problem that I want to highlight again. I've been harping on this all day, so sorry to the one streamer one viewer. But the Victor, these control mage picks just aren't doing it for me. They don't have enough agency, enough proactivity to be worth it. Humanoid's just catching waves still. He's at 180 CS. He's almost at his second item, getting that Archangel staff. But he just has not been able to really make the huge impact that really only comes from the later game stages. Teleport's going to come in from Saren. He's trying to get the catch here onto Humanoid. He does not have his bear nearby, and I don't think Starscreen needs any help here. The stun's going to come out here, and Humanoid is actually going to get the clap back. Sorry, your Nightmare is not going to be outshone here by my Nanostorm. Wow, very close there. Little disconnected on that attack there.
I feel like if Doinby was here, this is a Doinby because it's all about who gets the priority to roam and make plays. And you're right. Like, if you're gonna use a control mage or anything, I think at this point you need to go to TFs and rises at this point, or Rumble, something that can give you the priority, because that's what's gonna win these games and get control of River and all the other, get enemy vision and all that other stuff. So I think you're right. I think maybe these teams should really either they get prio, find a champ that can get the prio, the push, and roam, because that's what it looks like it's turning out to be.
Yeah. Well, that's where in the last game we saw with Detonation Focus Me versus C9, the Zoe was taken and Zoe got the prio over the Orianna, and Perks on the Orianna did not play as well as we would want him or expect out of him, but he also just never really had prio in lane. So he just got to just catch waves, and Blabber just had to deal with scraps. At 4-man here, mid lane. Human and Karzi just playing clear waves. I think they're going to start having some plays around Baron here. Start playing some vision control and start baiting in the Wildcats. Gold is only slightly in favor of Mad Lions here, but I think they're going to start it up right now. Wildcats coming through mid lane right now.
I think this is a bad play.
It was a very scary bait here out of Mad Lions. They could be throwing this Armut, looking for the flanks here, but they're going to turn, get some damage on the Farfetch. He's going to flash away here. Armut's going to get chased down by Ferret. He's going to try to go back in, but Ferret trying to push it back. Ferret going so low. Oh, Kaiser's going to jump out. He's going to ult away, but Starscreen is dead here. Sorry, man. Your one-man dive is not enough. You're going to need more help than that. And Humanoid was the target, but he's going to survive. And Mad Lions using this Baron as a great bait here. Just need to look for one more turn. And here it comes, your Armor coming, getting a double hand knockup. But Tristana shot out of the sky here, and Ferret is going to have to flash over the wall and get away. Mad Lions playing that to perfection. You don't need to overcommit on the Worm. Just make them come to you and turn on them and blow them up. They're fantastic play there out of Mad Lions. Fantastic discipline. Humanoid just needs to not die.
That's humanoid.
Oh, man. So that breaks open this game wide for the Mad Lions here. So here we go. Hook coming in. Kaiser with these hooks just cannot be stopped. Ferret trying to push out Army. They know this is going to be the play. He wants to look for that flank here. But Starscream goes in alone, gets onto Humanoid, but does not get much further than that. And both divers, the Leona and the Nocturne.
Yeah, the Leona was at 45% health. What is she doing?
Well, she goes in to try to get her Ignite down to try to finish off Humanoid, but it's just not enough. Humanoid survives with barely 200 health. And that's just where the theme for Wildcats is just really disconnected. You have front to back
discipline.
Yeah, discipline is definitely one aspect. It's the part where you have maybe at best only Leona and the Nocturne going in on the back lines if they can even reach that far. Ferret's got to try to just run to catch up or get a flank to even complete that, possibility. Meanwhile, that leaves Saren and Holy Phoenix with just their buster shots, their roots, and their jumps to try to actually peel back. But okay, Wildcats going with the good cross map player. They're going to put pressure onto that inhib tower, and that's going to go down. I don't care if you back right now, Mad Lions. That turret is gone here. Humanoid's coming in, but this Tristan is finally getting used to clear out these waves, and that's a great cross map play there out of Mad Lions. And this Baron play, it's only got a minute and 20 left, but they might have stuffed the entire play.
And that's open inhib. That's open inhib right there.
Yeah. And
that's been the best macro play Wildcats have made.
Definitely. It makes me really question how Mad Lions set up and was using this Baron out the gate, because ideally you should be pushing all 3 lanes so you get full map control. You can take over all 4 quadrants of the jungle and really choke out the Wildcats, and at best get that first inhib down. Just make that crack in the base, and then the second Baron is where you'd usually push for the win. But if Mad Lions aren't having proper control of all 3 waves and Wildcats are just given the opportunity to just push in and take out an inhib turret, that's just a huge misplay there out of Mad Lions. They're going to be able to get this just one turret for it. They're going to rotate over to try to get this second turret. Armid's ushered in the wave, and there's going to be 20 seconds left, so they're going to be able to get at least 2 turrets off this play and at least turn this into a 1,000 gold advantage. But you got 3 guys going down mid lane. Yeah. But I don't think that tier 1 mid is going to be worth the trade for an inhib tower. This is going to equalize the entire situation. And I think they're just trying to trade as many objectives as they can here with this Tristana. But that inhib is going to provide so much pressure. Oh, stun's going to come out. Elioya has been caught. Oh, is he going to be able to get out? Oh, Ferret's going to be able to chase him forever. Elioya with this bear star, and the teleport's going to come in. Blastcone's going to get him further and further. Blue trinkets are missing. Holy Phoenix pathing top to try to catch the bear here. He's going to lose that bonus health anytime soon, and there he is. Sun's going to come over. Buster shots through. And he's going to second proc, and this is going to be a kill here for Phoenix. Huge shutdown gold there. That's
just great macro. Just great macro.
Well, it was a great catch there by Ferret just to stop the back onto Elioya. And now Mad Lions going to be struggling here to at least try to maintain map control before this next Drake comes up. And this next Drake's going to be critical for both teams. It's going to put both teams on soul point. And the gold lead is still not that big. It's only 2k gold for Mad Lions,
which is nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you saw it, but they knew the time. It's like they knew the time was going down and decided to we'll take the inhib and a tower to get more agency on the map. And it was just good macro. Like, they just knew the timer was running out. So I just think that Istanbul really did some homework last night.
Definitely, they are ready for this play, and this has been one of the best back and forth matches I think we've seen so far. It's much more compelling. This is going to be actually the best group for the group stage for just competition. Which prediction are you going at right now? Which prediction?
Did I not say that this might be the most competitive group if played correctly?
I think we all agreed with you on that prediction. I think that was more analysis, and we were like, you know what, that's a good call. That's a good call. You know, RNG and Dam One are not in here. Everyone knows Mad Lions is definitely like the top three, but EU just does not match unless it's G2 with the LPL and LCK. Oh, and I think they are
No,
as Wildcats given up this. I think they've given up this.
they're giving up to Drake, but
Yeah.
Victor has to go back.
Yeah, they gotta catch this wave. If that inhib goes down, that's going to be bad news bears, and it's gonna really ruin.
And this is the problem that they have because you can't put Victor in a side lane because guess who's gonna pop up? Nocturne. Guess who's gonna pop up? Rise.
Yeah. Yep, Mad Lions still limited in what they can do. Still barely 1,000 goldie. This game is still super even here. Baron is now up here. Our Mad Lions going to be able to pull off the same bait and switch here. The scuttle control is going to really help with giving them vision. Armit's going to get control of over the blue side. And will Wildcats even take the bait this time? Or are they just going to push down mid? I think Mad Lions are prepared. They're looking for the fight right now. LEO is charging. He's going to catch onto Ferret.
I'm not sure if
Everyone's going to go down. I'm not sure if that's the best catch there. He's going to go down. Starskin's going to go in, but I think the carries are safe.
Oh, but
and that's going to be a blow up.
Tristana is just shredding.
Tristana's still alive here. Ferret's going to have to run away. Bear stance activated. Oh, and the bear on bear action. The monkey's going to shut it down. And that's going to be 5 players alive for Mad Lions. There's going to be a free Baron once again here. Dead jungler equals dead Baron in Mad Lions' favor.
Yeah, with the Sterix coming in late makes it really hard for the Nocturne to be as tanky. I feel like Farfetch isn't putting himself in flanking positions, or he's like thinking he's Orin.
He's trying to play front to back here. There's just not enough time and not enough space here. Holy Phoenix starting to get some damage out. Kaiser goes up to root him up and dies for it. But that's all about the spacing that you need here. And Phoenix and Saren just zoned out, not able to get their damage out. Their tanks were not in front of them. Their tanks were to the side of them. If they stepped too far forward, Mad Lions was ready to pounce on them.
We can see
was not well set up by Turkey.
And we can see the ramifications of the chem tank, because if he had another 20%, they're not catching that dude.
Mm-hmm. Would have been speed away.
Inhib's going to be back up in 15 seconds. But the gold lead is still close. This is we're approaching 30 minutes, and items don't really matter.
Yeah, everyone right now, we have 3 items on the side of Kaiser, 4 items on the side of Tristana. 3 for 3.5 for the mid laners. So these teams are still super matched, super well matched. And everything's... Oh, Kaiser goes in here, and the turret's going to get turned off here, and that deer is dead. Oh, and...
the game's over here.
He's sticking forward. Shut down. Karzi is dead here.
Oh, holy Phoenix!
Tristana get to run in, and Elliot goes back in, chomps out, and eats the Rise for breakfast. That's going to be a second inhib down here, and a fight win for Mad Lions. 4 Lions alive, 2 Wildcats left. Starscream with no ult to go into the back line to catch anyone. I think Armut went on back here. Here comes a teleport back in. No ults available, but this is going to be just enough to probably help him get this turret down. And Armut's going to start taking a lot of damage here. Holy Phoenix still able to get that range off. He's level 16. I think Mad Lions are just going to have a move away and call the victory where it stands here. But Starscream is just going to bother them and poke them, daring them to come back in, but delaying them and buying so much time for Wildcats to potentially find themselves some map control and get their way back in.
Honestly, if you consider they had Baron and they got it off one person. Oh, is he going to catch him?
Kaiser,
wait a minute. Kaiser's caught
up. The back. He's going to be caught out again. Ferret just finding these, but the teleport coming in. I don't know if that teleport's going to be well wished here. Kaiser is about to get caught out and dead. The shield's going to save him a little bit more time here, but he's dead. And I think that was a teleport out from... Okay, that was a teleport from Saren. Okay. I thought that was a teleport from Mad Lions from, like, Humanoid, but he has Cleanse.
considering everything, they just lost one inhib and just players, and they didn't lose. I will take this if I'm Istanbul.
Yeah. Istanbul playing these out really well and really ruining Mad Lion's ability to, oh boy, and Humanoid's is going to get caught out here. He is destroyed. Oh gosh. Holy Phoenix taking this game into his own hands, diving into the base. Turret's still up, but they are on their way to actually making this game an even match. And this is still that's a
Yep,
mid inhib down.
inhib.
And they're going to go down and grab the Drake. Drake's up in 10 seconds. Mad Lion's not ready for this, not prepared for this aggression out of Wildcats.
And there's no TP up where Armor could.
There's a single super minion wave pushing it. That top side inhib is actually up. And now, next Drake, 5 minutes from now, this game could be decided. It's going to be Infernal Soul for one of these two teams here. Starscreen, back in base, clearing it out. The Mad Lions,
That's a banger.
yeah, this is definitely a banger here. Mad Lions, they've got, both teams have 2 inhibs that they could take down to really apply some pressure here. And Mad Lions trying to get prepped up. Armut gonna steal the blue buff, dabbing on his way out. So the next major objective that can really be fought around is going to be this Baron in 2 minutes. And Mad Lions have shown a proficiency. If it comes to Baron fights, they win it. When it comes to catching them out on greedy recalls, it's been the Ferret. It's been the Ferret being able to sniff those out. Play Mongoose to Mad Lions' snaky decisions.
Now the only advantage is that, they got mid inhib instead of, which is the shorter of the 2 lanes.
Mm-hmm.
So that Mad Lions does have that working for them, because it's easier, to collapse. So it's still pretty good. This is at this point, items don't matter. Items really don't matter. It's all about who can execute on the fights.
Yeah. Well, at this point, Nocturne's gone into a much tankier build, so he's really just trying to get into the back line and, survive long enough to get, like, maybe a second heal proc off and perhaps be just too tanky for Karzi or Humanoid to kill. And so he just gets to actually just dive into the back line and be that instant problem that they have to deal with. Meanwhile, Holy Phoenix and Siren are just melting the front line of Armut, Elioya, and Kaiser. So these fights can go really either way. The late game advantage that really we could speak to is Holy Phoenix on this Tristana. He's at level 17.
And the Rise.
And the Rise. Machine Gun Rise online. 4 items ready to go with hourglasses on both mid laners. So these fights have so many actives, so many items, so much damage ready to go. Ready to just unleash.
Farfetch, just calm. You don't need to
Farfetch
be so
is ready to fight. This guy has yet to see a fight that doesn't look good. That he doesn't want to take. And he's kind of the only option they've got to actually go forward and start contesting this vision with the main body of the team here. Mad Lion's going for another Baron bait here. Armit's going to find Ferret. Baron's going to be at half here, but now the flank has been discovered. Gravity Well's going to block out the blue entrance, and that's going to be a stun directly onto Karzi, but there's no follow-up for it. They're still going to get the Baron. There's going to be a turn here, and Farfetch, sorry, but stun, proc, gone, concussion, gone. Oh, and they're going to teleport out. So Wildcats making a safe teleport, getting out of trouble. Just sacrificing the Leona. So now, Mad Lions, they need to get control of all of these waves, get them all pushed forward so they can actually get all 3 inhibs down. Because once they get all that pressure onto the Wildcats base, they can go secure that Infernal Drake, that Infernal Soul. I think they're looking for a dive here on the Phoenix. This is looking pretty crazy. Armit's going to come over. Mid inhib turret's going to go down here. It's going to be another inhib taken.
Farfetch in 1 second.
Farfetch is about to be back up. Wildcats going to be at full.
They have to fight.
Power.
They can't.
They've got to fight now. They've got to fight now if they want to actually try to prevent this last inhib from going in. Oh, Kaiser misses the hook. It gets dodged out, and Holy Phoenix is going to make him pay for it. Farfetch is going to take a bunch of damage. I don't think the Nanostorm's going to get him, but Starscreen goes in here and then tries to dash out with the Stride Breaker, but Armut goes in here, and that's going to be a huge amount of damage. Ferret's dead, but Saren has finally fallen. It's just down to Holy Phoenix. He's in the middle of the entire Mad Lions team. And he's
Holy Phoenix is doing it!
from every side, but they're not going to last. Karzi is going to be able to lifesteal his way through. Oh, he's going to get the kill onto
Oh man.
Kaiser, but the Guardian Angel is going to save it, and that is the most insane fight that we have seen at MSI so far, and Mad Lions and Istanbul Wildcats are delivering here on Groups Day 2.